Hey y'all, Blackmagic here, and we're back with more Secret of Mana. On the last episode, we got into the Moon Palace and obtained the powers of Luna, and also outed a Tasnican spy with very little effort, and made our way back to Joch, who finally revealed Joch to us. And now we have to undertake his little test to prove our worth. So right away we've got some new enemies. What are these guys called? Nitro Pumpkins. They can explode on you, so beware. Just like the normal pumpkins. And this guy does not want to get hit by anything. Level 7 magic there. There we go. Wow, it apparently seems to only be hit by charge attacks. Yeah, okay. We're gonna make this enemy a little easier to fight. I did go ahead and level up all my magic to 7, by the way. Oh, right. Yeah, forgot about that. He casts Wall. That reflects magic. We're off to a great start here. Okay, so I don't recommend fighting those, like, at all. And we'll just skip him. And right here we've got a shapeshifter. Okay, it is looking like the spear is no longer cutting it, sadly. I'm gonna have to upgrade it. Wow, this guy has a lot of hit points. Usually when I get here and to this part of the game, I don't actually fight anything. I just kind of run for it. So this is kind of new for me. And I'm sure you can see why I usually just run for it. These enemies are not pleasant to fight. And that's a dead end, of course. Yeah, I'm just gonna run past them. We don't really need to fight any of these enemies anyway. We just need to get to the end of this. Now, that is an interesting thing about shapeshifters. They can spawn enemies as well as turn into them, and they will actually have the same drop pool as the enemy that they become. So that one's turned into an eggplant man, which is a monster that we actually haven't reached where they normally spawn yet, and they actually have a rare piece of equipment that they drop. It's an accessory. I don't remember what it does, but I don't recall it being anything all that great. But I could be wrong. I obviously do not recommend fighting them here, because there's no reliable way really to get them to show up. That pumpkin is really ruining my day here. Guess I'll have to toss out a cure. Oh wow, they actually spawn more shapeshifters. I didn't know they could do that. Whatever, we're going past. I just want to get through this area because these enemies are not good to melee. Let me just get to the end. Okay, here we are. It begins. Win and you'll pass the test. Alright, so, yeah, we've got a little bit of a mirror match. Shadow X1, Shadow X2, and Shadow X3. I'm sure my analyzer is not going to find anything. Yeah, they have almost 1,000 hit points. They get no experience. Oh, they're actually afraid of light. Okay. We can make use of that. By the way, I did level everything up to 7 on the magic front in the last episode, and I leveled up all my weapons. Alright, that takes care of Shadow X3. And I think that takes care of Shadow X2 as well. Either that or she's just standing there really weird. Okay, I can't target her or anything. That was weird. We won! Huh? Where's Joch? Well done! When you put your hearts together, nothing can stop you. You will master the sword by joining courage, knowledge, and love. I am Joch. The old man was an illusion. Why didn't you help us sooner? You weren't ready yet. Your ears could hear, but not your heart. I waited for you to find your inner strength. Go now. The Emperor seeks to raise the sunken land. Atop the coral you'll find the tree palace. Below lies the mana fortress. Something evil seeks the seals. Hurry! Good luck. Ugh. I hate you, Joch. Yeah. Joch was the bird all along. Okay. Before we go any further, I think it's time we finally forge that spear. Was he in this town? I honestly can't remember if he was here or not. think he might have been. Yeah, here he is. Alright. So the first level of the spear that we have passed up on is the Partisan. And it is effective against slimes and lizards. And we're not going to leave it there. The next level is the Halberd, which confuses enemies, which is side, I guess. And finally, bringing it current to level 6 gives us the Oceanid Spear, I think. And it puts enemies to sleep, which it's pretty decent when it procs. I think ballooning is better, but okay. With that done, there is one island that I did not explore because I wasn't sure if it was part of Joch's quests or not. I think it was just like straight north from here. Maybe not straight north. Ah, here it is. This little island here. There's not a whole lot here. Hey! Hello! How'd you get here? Nothing ever happens here. This here island's really a turtle shell. Interesting. I'd rather be poor and alive than... I'm from the Empire. The Emperor's gone nuts. I escaped here with my family. Oh, this house. Age means nothing as long as there's love. Adults just don't get it. We're married! Yeah, sure, whatever, kid. The real reason we come here is in this house. I'm not making it here. There's nothing on this blasted isle except these sea hare tails. Eh? You actually want one? And we get the sea hare's tail. I'll keep it in my pocket. Now, if you will remember, in the desert town, we were asked to get a sea hare's tail. Oh yeah, this is a turtle. Huh. Interesting. Never really noticed that it had legs and a tail and a head. Welcome to Kakara. It's a sea hare's tail! Hurrah! Water! Water! We're saved! In return, let me give you this belt. And this gives us the Moogle Belt. We could have done this as soon as we got Flammy, I believe, but, yeah, I put it off. Much like the Minor Mallet here, or Midge Mallet as it's called, it will toggle the effect of Moogle on whoever it's used on.
And with that, I promised you guys I would show you how I do my level ups with magic. So I've already told you about the Wind Palace. You know that you can get free heals from Grandpa in here. So with Prim, we just use the cheapest spell available, which is Remedy on Undine, Flame Saber on Salamando. It's actually Analyzer on Sylphid, but if you're leveling up her magic next to Grandpa instead of coming out where monsters are, you gotta use Thunder Saber. More on that in a bit. It's Lunar Boost on Luna, and actually Lucid Barrier on Lumina, and Defender on Gnome. And the way I do it is I control Randi, I use the X button to get to Prim's ring, select my spell, I press right so that she uses it on Popoi, and as soon as the spirit disappears, she takes this pose, and at that point you can cast a spell again. Some spells it'll take longer for her to assume this pose. It's once she assumes this pose that she can cast again. And you can just keep chaining it together like this, and it really doesn't take that long. Now there's no point in me continuing to do that here. Now with Sylphid, I just like to do Popoi's magic first, and while I'm doing it, have her spam Analyzer on an enemy. Like this. But for Popoi, first I'll run through the spells that are the best to use. For Shade, I use Dark Force. It's the cheapest. It has a very long casting animation, which makes it very easy to chain together. I use Speed Down on Gnome, because not only is it the cheapest, it's also not lethal. So it's very easy to just blow my entire load of MP on one monster. With Undine, I had to chain together Freezes. It's the cheapest spell, and it's chainable. Energy Absorb is the same cost, but you can't really chain it together on one monster the way you can Freeze. I'll get more on that in a moment. With Salamando, the cheapest is actually Fireball, but you can't really chain it together, so I use Lava Wave instead. With Sylphid, I just use Silence because it's non-lethal and it's the cheapest. Air Blast is also the same cost as Silence, but it's not one that you can chain together, so just stick with Silence. And Luna has the best spell for leveling up Popoi's magic, Magic Absorb. It's so good. At level 0, it'll absorb about 15 MP, so it's really good. And I'll show you how I chain magic. So we'll start with Dark Force. Same as with Prem. As soon as the spirit disappears and he takes like a kneeling position, he can cast again. And as long as you keep doing this, you can keep doing it until you run out of MP. Even though the monster would be killed from a single casting of the spell. As long as the monster is not actually dead when you cast it, it does give you experience. It uses up MP, everything. So you can chain it together, and you're going to see when this monster does finally die, he's just going to take 999 damage. I do believe that's the cap. I don't think it'll take any more than that. And I can actually go ahead and show you how the other ones chain together too. As long as you're paying attention to your animations to get the chain off, the monster will continue to live. I can even steal its MP before it dies. Now, for leveling up Luna, using MP Absorb is great. It won't be very fast while the monster has MP, but once its MP is gone, and Silktails have 40 MP normally, you can just chain it together like normal, because there is no actual draining effect going on to stun your animation. And that's how I do things. Now, before getting MP Absorb, there's really no way around it. You just have to come down here, chain your spells together, run back up to Grandpa, and heal up and come back. But even that doesn't take that long. And as for weapons, there is a system in place that has to deal with, like, your level, or your weapons level, I should say, versus the level of the monster, and whether or not you killed the monster or you just assisted with fighting the monster to gain weapon experience. But honestly, you can level up to 8 from the enemies at the very beginning of the game. I just go to I think it's called Kippo Village, the place that's on the other end of that route that Pandora is between. It's over here near the witch's house. Right here, this village. What's this place called? Kippo Village, yeah. So, when I want to level up a weapon, I just run through here killing everything. Like, even at level 8, you'll get 1 experience for getting the kill on every monster. Or level 7, I should say. I didn't even hit that one. Or that one. Yeah, I just go through. I usually set my AI down to stay away. I just run through here, and you get a little bit of experience every time. You see now I got 9. I'm getting 3 experience for each one of these I kill. And that's how I do it. But anyway, there is now only one place left to go, and this is actually the beginning of the end game. So let me head on over here to the Wood Palace. A little bit hard to land on, apparently. There we go. Still nothing on this island except the palace itself, so let's go on in. So glad to see you. You're going to like this. The ancient continent will surface once I've broken all the palace seals. Once I break this last seal, the Mana Fortress will rise. Too bad you won't be around. Who wants the job? I owe them one since the Republic. Leave it to me. You're the Dark Stalker. Behold, have a taste of my true power. Ha! The underworld gives us its strength. I'll squash you. The contract we signed with the underworld gives us control of this world. To keep humans under my control, we're reviving the Mana Fortress. Now your time is over. So this is Sheik's. We have seen him in the background a couple times, and faced him only once when he appeared as a very weak Dark Stalker. Bleh, I cannot say that word today. Dark Stalker. He has powerful Dryad magic that he is very much spamming. Okay, I did not mean to do that on just her. This guy kind of reminds me of the like green ball with like a arm and a mouth that you would see on like old magazines and comic books. I forget what it was for. Anybody that used to see that stuff in the early 90s would know what I'm talking about. Wow, that did a lot of damage. I am going to have to, let's get some Lucid Barrier up, actually. Why am I using the spear? I should be using the sword. Alright, let's cure and then see what he's actually weak to. Maybe I can get a saber spell going. Oh, he's got wall up. Okay, well, never mind then. Wow, just spam the magic, why don't you? Cast that spell like 4 times in a row on her. Way to go. Got Spear's Orb. Okay, we get to upgrade the spear again. I can't believe this. Oh, wow. The stage is just above us. Let's go. I think that's how we get up there. What else is there here? Okay, we can't go that way. The seal's melting. We're not gonna make it. No good. It's too late. Get out of here now! I am Dryad, the tree spirit. The seals on the world's seeds have been broken. The continent that sleeps beneath this palace will soon rise. Leave now. What about you? I wasn't able to save this palace. I'll go down with it. Idiot. What'll that serve? Come, help us save mana. Thanatos sealed my magic. I won't be of much help. Don't worry, let's go. Hurry! Well, okay, I'll do what I can. Gain Dryad's powers. Oh no, it's rising! Call Flammy! So yeah, now the continent has actually risen. But we're gonna deal with that on the next episode. But before I take my leave of you all, let's go ahead and forge that spear again, shall we? I'm gonna have a lot of grinding up that spear. I think this will be our first level 7 weapon. And it becomes the Giga Slants, which increases strength by 2 points. It's not great, but it's what it is. One thing to note is that we did not actually seal the seed. So, but we do have 8 orbs down there. I'm not sure if we can actually level up our mana to 8 or not. Let me test that thought real quick. Also, we have 0 mana power because the seals got broken. No, yeah, we can still only level up our magic to 7. But we do now have access to Dryad. But Dryad only has 2 spells. For Prim, it is Wall, which, as we've already seen, reflects magic. And Revivifier, which is pretty self-explanatory. We are no longer dependent solely on Angel Grails, or Cups of Wishes, to resurrect our party members. And with Popoi, we've got Sleep Flower, which we've seen, gosh, since the very beginning of the game, from the Lullabud plants, which puts enemies to sleep, and Burst, which we got to see quite a bit in this episode, just deals damage. Let's see what the actual description of these spells is. So it lulls enemies to sleep. Hidden energy strikes enemies. I don't know if that has a deeper meaning or not. I don't think it does. And for Prem, sends the Reaper running and makes a barrier to ward off magic. But with that said, I'm gonna find a place with some better music to do my outro at. You know what? Let's go back to the desert. It's a lot happier there. We'll have plenty of chance to hear this music. I promise you that. Alright, so with that, I'm going to end things off. Between episodes, I'll go ahead and level up Dryad to 7, which is all I can do with magic, and I will get that spear leveled up on everybody. So thank you all for watching. If you are not already subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so, and smash that like button. It does help out the channel quite a bit, and it's absolutely free to do. That's going to be it for me. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.